Hi, today we are going to continue in the method book with line 59, Ming Court, and I'm going to walk you through it. We're going to look for patterns, and then I will play small sections of it before putting it together, and hopefully by then you'll be able to play along with me. So at the beginning, we, as always, have our treble clef. Then we have our key signature, two flats. We have a B flat, which tells us any Bs are B flat. And then we have an E flat, which tells us any Es are flat. Then our time signature is 2/4 time. So the top number tells us the number of beats per measure. The bottom number is the value of the whole note. So if we had a whole note, it would get 4 beats. Half of a whole is half, and half of 4 is 2. And we do have half notes that get 2 beats. So we have half notes here, here, and here. Then half of a half is a quarter, half of 2 is 1, so the quarter notes get 1 beat each. And I want to point something out to you. Because we are in 2/4 time, we have a half note tied to a quarter, so this curved line is a tie. It connects the two notes so that it lasts for the sum of their duration. So if we've got a half note here that gets 2 full beats tied to a quarter note, we're going to hold this note for 3 beats. And we have a tie because we can only fit 2 beats in a measure. We can't fit 3. So to finish up with note values, half of a quarter is an eighth, half of 1 is a half, not 0. So each eighth note by itself only gets half a beat, but they're all in pairs. So each pair of eighth notes would take up 1 full beat. So now we're going to walk through each phrase of Ming Court. So we start out with 3 eighth note Cs, which is just going to be the index finger and the pinky. We have 3 of those, and then we go to an E flat, which is all of the fingers except the index and this pinky. Then in the next measure, we have a quarter note F, which is thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, pinky. Then we have a quarter note G. We lift the index finger on the right hand. And then in the next measure, we go back to the F on an eighth note, back up to a G, F again, down to an E flat, and then a quarter note E flat, quarter note C. So let's just break that down a little bit. I'll do the first 2 measures. Here we go. 1 and 2 and first 2. So that's just part of the first phrase. Starting here, we have a bit more movement on our eighth notes. So I'm going to play the next 2 measures. Ready, and. So if I put that much together, it goes like this. Then we continue, and the next part is similar to the beginning. It just plays around a little bit with the notes and rhythms. So now we have a quarter note C, eighth note C going to an eighth note E flat. We have that quarter note F again, eighth note G, eighth note E flat, then a half note F, half note C. So it's like a variation on the first 4 measures. I'm going to start at measure 5. 1, 2, and ready. So that first line really makes up the first phrase. It changes a bit on the second line. We have all of these Gs. The first measure is all eighth notes. Second measure is 2 quarters, G, down to a C. Then the third measure, we have 3 Gs, F, and then we land on an E flat. So the first 4 measures of the second line will go like this. Ready, and. Then when we get to the next measure, we're basically playing a scale. We're going up from C to D, E flat, and F. Then we have E flat, F again, skip down to a D, and then we hold the C that's tied for 3 full beats. So the last 4 measures will go like this. Ready, and. So when I put it all together, we're going to breathe where it makes sense. At the very most, breathe after 4 measures. If you can make it to the end of each line, try for that. But I'm going to start at the beginning. I have a metronome set for 88 beats per minute, and I'm going to play through all of it, and I hope you can play too. And it's a little bit faster. Here we go. 1 and 2, beginning. So that was line 59, main chord on the flute. I hope this was helpful. I hope you were able to play along, and we'll see you next time.